What is up, you guys? Today, let's just talk about death a little bit. But, well, this shit about to die. But, so death. We're all gonna die one day. The sad thing is that we get closer to it every single day, and the more and more we go, the worse it's gonna get. Well, it's also gonna get better in some ways. But as you grow older, your family starts to die, starting with your grandparents, and then your parents, and then your older brothers, and then you. I've never had somebody close to me die, except for I used to have a puppy that I used to love. Um, he used to be so cute. I would always play with him. I loved him. We had him for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and then he died. He was like this big, not that big. He had a huge head, and he died. And then I went to my backyard, started crying. I had him in my arms. I was looking up, and I was like, Lord, please take care of him. um, make him play with them or something, in the afterlife. So that's the closest I could get to losing somebody. I lost I lost three of my grandparents. One, they died. He died before I was born, so I didn't lose him. Well, actually I did, but I didn't feel bad for any of them, to be honest. Well, I did for a couple minutes, for like two, and that was it because then we never really talked. We didn't like we didn't have a relationship or a connection. I just felt bad for him, and I cared for him, obviously, because not because he's a human, also because he's my grandpa and my grandma. But I still didn't cry that much. So I don't know how it's gonna be when I get older, or as I'm growing and there's an accident in my family where one of my siblings dies or something. I don't know how I'm gonna respond. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, I don't end up in drugs like everybody else. So, death. I used to have panic attacks about death. Um, I would just think like, oh, I would just think of the day that I'm gonna die. I felt like time was gonna go by so fast that tomorrow I was gonna die. Not literally like, oh, I'm gonna die tomorrow, but I felt like time was just gonna go by so fast that it's like I'm gonna die tomorrow. And the scary thing is that we have no control after we die. I don't know what's scarier is it scarier to lose conscious and just disappear, or is it scarier to die and go somewhere else? Because you cannot, the place you're going to. It all depends on the people and the structure that you're going to. It all depends how your life is gonna be over there. If you So yeah, you could be in the hands of an evil god, or you can go to hell, or you can go to heaven, or so, I don't know, but you have no control after we die. We can if something that's after death, if there's a thing that's after death, that's the only thing that chooses where we go. And we could be worst case scenario for me is that it's just all black. Like I'm over here, like I die, and then I'm just black. There's blackness all around me. There's not no, I'm not standing on anything. I'm not touching anything. I'm just like floating in this black cloud, and I stay there forever. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like I'm dead. I can't. My eyesight doesn't work. My hearing doesn't work, my taste, nothing, my movement doesn't work. That's about it. But there's hope. There's some people that have died, and they said that they met God, that there is an afterlife. Sometimes I think about death as like where we die and then we go into this magical place and we have powers and all that. That gets rid of my fear of death, to be honest. There are some people that are not even scared of death. In the Bible, it says that when we die, we are at sleep and we're gonna wake up when Jesus comes. So if that's true, I'm gonna be in a long ass sleep. Well, we don't know when Jesus is gonna come, but hopefully I enjoy my sleep. I don't know. That's why they say rest in peace, I guess. There has been two times where I went to sleep not knowing if I was gonna wake up or not, and I was conscious about it. I was like, "Oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna die," and then I thought like, "Oh, should I get up and say goodbye to my mom?" And I was just like slowly passing away, and I was thinking like, "Oh shit, oh man, I'm so tired, but I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm gonna die if I close my eyes and go to sleep." And it happened two times in a row. So it happened one morning, and then the next day it happened again. And to be honest, all I had to do to get rid of the fear is just stay there a little bit longer. I was like in this phase where like I got really tired, I got really sleepy, and I would try to like stay like wake up, stay awake. And then I got so scared at first. I was like there's fear all over my chest. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. And then I was like, oh, I'm dying. And like I actually believed because it actually felt like I was dying. And like all I did was stay there for like 5 minutes, and slowly, the fear went away, and I started to enjoy this feeling of going to sleep. Like when you go to sleep, you lay down and then you get more sleep, you fall asleep. Like yeah, like I wanted to go to sleep in a little bit. So I feel like that's how old people feel when they die. I mean, or when somebody gets hurt and they're dying, that they feel weak, they feel like going to sleep, and they might have a feeling like I did, which is a terrible feeling, like I'm gonna die, and it happened to me twice. So I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest. Um, so it wasn't that bad, is what I'm trying to say. It was alright, but the scary part is where do we go after we die? Where and where would that place take us? Where would that place put us? Because we have no control after that. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.